How to become a high-value man. If you're a dude, and you're watching this video right now, chances are, you're very tired of being a low-value man. And now you're super interested in knowing exactly what you need to start doing at this very second, in order to begin transforming yourself into a high-value man. So let me begin by saying, you've come to the right place, and congratulations to you for taking the first step towards becoming the type of man that everyone is going to start looking up to, respect, and admire. Okay, having said that, what does it take for you to become a high-value man? Well, it takes a lot of discipline, determination, consistency, and not to mention grit. And also change in attitude, behavior, and the way you ultimately think. Okay, now that you understand what you need to do to transform yourself into a true high-value man, let's take a look at some of the traits that you'll have to start developing, if this is to happen. 1. Have a purpose in life. A lot of men find themselves in a situation in life, in which they have no clue why they were put on this great planet, called Earth. They spend their days doing nothing of substance, or worthwhile, and they wonder why they're so unhappy, unfulfilled, and even depressed at times. They have no idea what it is that they're supposed to do with their lives, so they end up wasting it watching TV, playing video games, or even worse, chasing women around, thinking that's what they should be doing. And when they reach the end of their lives, they have nothing but regrets, because they were never able to figure out their purposes. So, if you're someone who has not figured out what your purpose in life is, and feel that you have wasted enough time already, and you now want to change all that, what should you do now? Well, you can begin by thinking real hard about what it is that you want out of the rest of your life. What's going to make you feel happy and fulfilled, that way when you're old and gray, and in your deathbed, and ready to say goodbye to this planet, you'll be in total peace with yourself, because you were able to do what you were always meant to do, which is to make this world better, and leave a legacy behind that anyone can be proud of. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, and you've got a taste of what you need to do, so you can continue with your journey of becoming a high-value man, let's take a look at another trait that you have to master. Shall we? 2. Learn to control your emotions. Many men are not in control of their emotions, and they sometimes let their emotions get the best of them, and needless to say, this is not a good thing. Because they end up doing things when they're emotional, that they later regret when they sober up, and start thinking logically again. And in many cases, the mistake they made are so big, it totally changes their lives for the worse, and they wish they could go back, and make things right again. So, if you're someone who has been guilty in the past of constantly losing your cool, and therefore letting your emotions control you, instead of you controlling it, what do you need to do now? Well, you can start acting like a man. And realize that men aren't supposed to lose their composure that easily. You need to be in total control of your emotions most of the time, you should never let it control you. Quite the contrary, you should always be in control of it. And when you finally get a handle on this issue, you'll be on your way to becoming the type of man that people want to be around. Because you're not going to be doing anything that will put their lives in danger, instead you'll make sure they're safe at all times. Okay, with that said, let's shift our focus now to the next trait that all high-value man must possess, if they want to be thought as high-value. 3. He takes good care of himself. Low-value men a lot of times do not take care of themselves, they tend to neglect their health, bodies, and minds. They're constantly making poor choices when it comes to the types of food they choose to eat, such as junk food, fast food, and other food with zero nutritional value. And if that's not bad enough, they also don't exercise, which leads to obesity, feeling fatigued all the time, and lack of motivation. And to top it all off, they do nothing to feed their minds with knowledge that they would need so they can better themselves and grow as people. So, what do you need to do, if you're someone that is determined to change all that, and now have decided that you want to start adopting a healthy lifestyle? Well, you can begin by paying more attention when it comes to your health. And start making healthier choices in terms of the types of food that you consume. And eat food that are good for you, and that will help you maintain a healthy lifestyle. And of course, start exercising regularly, and find ways to keep your mind active by reading books, and watching videos that will inspire you to keep making progress, and change your life for the better. Okay, now that you're finally getting a clear picture of what to do in order to transform yourself into a true high-value man that you can be proud of, let's take a look at one final trait. 4. A true high-value man must have a growth mindset. Most low-value men are not open to growth. Actually, they're afraid of it, because for any growing to take place, you would have to be open to the fact that there's going to be some failures and setbacks along the way, which is the case with anything you're trying to achieve. And most low-value men are not willing to put themselves through such ordeal in order to try to grow. It's too painful for them, so they would much rather stay the same and never come out of their comfort zone. Now, if you're someone who wants to change and would do anything if it means in the end you become a high-value man, then you must embrace growth. Start looking for opportunities whenever you can to grow and develop yourself. And when you look back 5 years or 10 years from now, you won't even recognize yourself because of how far you have come, and you'll be very grateful instead of regretting that you never went for it. So in summary, becoming a high-value man may be hard, but it's not impossible. All you have to do is decide now that you want to stop being a low-value man that most people have no respect for, and embrace the journey. And years from now, when you look back, all you're going to feel is pride and joy. Cheers. So there you have it. Now you know how to become a high-value man, and what it takes to be one. I hope I was able to answer your question on how to become a high-value man. And understanding this is half the battle. Now you have enough information to help yourself make better relationship decisions. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. Thank you.